Well, hello Spock.
Hello, Spock.
How are you? Are you well?
Very good.
Good. Have you had a lovely time since the last one of these, which was whenever it was?
A month ago.
Is it a month?
Yeah.
Good God, we're getting good at this shit, aren't we?
I know. Need to get every month now. It's got to be done.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I might have just deafened anyone that was listening on headphones. I'm really sorry. Or possibly dogs.
You know the 3 people that listen.
5. We've got five or 6 subscribers.
Oh, nice.
I know, it's good, isn't it?
Definitely.
Only 94 to go, and we might make some headway. Anyway, let's not be negative.
Well, I'm going to start negatively.
Well, let's not talk about... Yeah, what I just said. Let's not talk negatively about us.
Right.
About a terrible thing that happened just this morning.
I know.
I'm pointing at Lewis. You can't see because we're on an audio.
Shared it on our Facebook.
Yes, it is on the Facebook site.
You going to say what it is?
Yeah, I will. All right then, because Lewis has obviously lost the ability
Very
to
upset
talk.
about it. No, I'm not. It's not that.
Mr. Hurt, that very well-known actor who has been in many, many things. I believe he was in I, Claudius and Alien and obviously Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Bless. Has unfortunately passed away at the age of 77.
At least he's not 50.
No.
That's a bless. He's lived a longer life.
Yeah, bless. But yes, so yes, he's no longer with us, and he's done many wonderful and amazing things. Obviously, I think that one of the first things I saw him in was Alien, which I watched when I was very young and I shouldn't have done. It scared the crap out of me.
I watched it quite young as well. I scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's a very, very scary film.
He's good at it, though.
Oh, he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Even though he dies. Well, spoiler. Well, they all do, really, I suppose, don't they, apart from Ripley.
Right, yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I think it's not a spoiler anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's nearly 40 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
38 years. Good God, that makes me feel old.
You are old.
Shut up. It's my birthday in a couple of weeks. If anyone would like to send me a card and a present, I'd mostly appreciate it.
No.
Sorry. Oh, thanks.
They don't make cards with your age on it.
Oh, just because you've had a milestone birthday.
More, no, that's just, more negativity. Star Trek Discovery's been postponed indefinitely.
Again.
Yeah, but it's just indefinitely. That makes it sound scary. But the only thing that's positive is that at basically the same time they announced that they cast Sarek.
Yeah. So I mean, because it was just before, wasn't it? I thought, oh, that's so and so is Sarek. I can't remember his name. Played Galavan, didn't he, in Gotham?
He's
He's good actor.
He's English, isn't he? He's an English.
Yes, he is an English person. And I thought, oh, that's good. And then like a week later, it's been indefinitely postponed. Ooh.
What does that mean? The thing is, though, it's only 10 years before the original series, so surely Kirk and Spock and Bones are in somewhere around.
Well, according to the new rebooted timeline, probably not.
Yeah, but this is set in the old timeline.
But it would be fairly similar because he does only join the academy because he joins the academy because of his uncle, isn't it? His uncle Sam. Oh, Kirk.
What, in the original series?
Yeah.
His
uncle Sam's in it, and I'm not sure about his dad. I can't remember.
In the reboot, he said he did it for his dad.
Yeah.
Well,
that's because his dad dies on the Kelvin.
Spock says to him, "Oh, your dad got to see you become captain of the Enterprise." Yes, but so there's no Star Trek.
No, not for a while. And I did think about this the other day, which is unusual for me because I don't tend to think about things. And I was like, CBS, you are sat on this cash cow. I mean, you could literally just close everything else down and just make Star Trek, and people would buy it.
The problem is, though, they keep saying they lost their showrunner, didn't they? And they're like, well, we need to make it perfect, blah, blah, blah. If you lose a showrunner, you're pretty fucked, aren't you?
Yeah, but just have some faith in it. Star Trek will be Star Trek.
Yeah, but
you've made 3 movies that have made, well, the first 2 made a lot of money, the third one didn't. That's because Simon Pegg wrote it. And,
don't.
I'm being looked at disapprovingly. The sun's coming out. How lovely. But yeah, I think they're just sat on top of this and they should just really pull their fingers out and go, right, fuck it, let's make it, do it, what the hell. Everything's ready to go. I think all the graphics are done and the CGI models are done for all the ships and everything. They've probably even got most of the scripts, but they're just being dicks. In my humble opinion.
Maybe they're not ready. That's the problem. Why don't you take them at their word?
Really? Trust a Hollywood empire? No. Never trust anyone that's got more money than me. Which is probably most of the world, to be fair.
More positive news now. Star Wars has got a name.
Yes, it has.
The Last Jedi.
Awakes from his nap.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
like it. Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. I saw someone else put on their Facebook, if I have to watch Luke Skywalker die with my very own eyes, I will kick off. I lose my shit.
Yeah, it's cool. Didn't Mark Hamill release it? Also,
I don't know.
I know he tweeted about it.
Everyone's talking about the red Star Wars. That means someone's going to die or go to the dark side or something of that
Or it could
nature.
just be red because someone screwed up at the studio.
Everything means something, doesn't it?
Does it? I don't know. You know me,
modern
I'm not
stuff.
I just watch Star Wars. I don't get into it like what you do.
Well, like you get into Star Trek.
Yeah.
Everything means something nowadays. Everyone has to look into something, don't they?
Oh.
Everyone looks into shit, don't they? But
at least
we've got a name for it.
If it's The Last Jedi, that means that he might possibly die.
Well,
or Rey might die.
I don't want him to die.
Rey might die.
That'd be a twist, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Kill off the new blood.
Oh dear, he'll have to go on for a bit longer, won't he? He'll have to be like Yoda. And then in 900 years, someone can have a Luke Skywalker backpack as they go through the Dagobah system.
Did you see that picture of Rey and Luke? Well, Mark Hamill and what's her name? Daisy Ridley. They had Luke on Daisy Ridley's back.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But then I don't troll the internet all day like you do at work.
Mark Hamill's amazing. I don't do that either. I actually work now. I've got to work in my job.
Good God, really?
Yeah, I love Mark Hamill. I think he's brilliant. He did. He read Donald Trump's New Year tweet as the Joker.
So scary.
He's so good.
It was so scary.
He's brilliant, isn't he?
Oh, and Donald Trump lifted bits from Bain's speech in.
Well, you just changed the word slightly, but
the
intent
hardly.
Was
it's like
exactly
one word
the same.
different. Yeah. I was going on a Batman reference there for a sec. Yeah, I did watch it. I went, I haven't seen the film because I don't like it, but oh my God, that's really scary that he's just quoted Bane, who is a super evil bad guy.
Yeah, he's good in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
But if he's a real person, like Trump, you don't want that.
No, I don't want real people with their finger on the nuclear button going, I'm going to take it all back with my tiny hands and my butthole mouth.
His funny hands.
Right. We're never going to America now, you know that, don't you?
Well, I've got to. I'm going
to be banned.
I'm going soon, so I'm going to have to.
Oh, I'll erase that bit, it's fine.
I get killed on the way in.
Yeah, the NSA recorded. Oh my God, one of our listeners could be the NSA. That's cool.
Oh, all the science community's been shut down in America, hasn't it? They've been taken. Their official Twitter handle has been taken away, but they've gone rogue.
I know.
NASA's gone rogue.
It's brilliant. I saw it this morning. I saw it yesterday. I saw it this morning. Like, you know, this is what happened in all the dystopian futures that I read about. The Forestry Service, you know. Okay.
It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Did you watch Series of Unfortunate Events when it came out?
I've seen the first two. I haven't seen all, and that's the book I read as well, so it's quite interesting.
I haven't read any of the books.
Books are really good.
But I've seen the film, and I think it's better than the film.
The film is, from what I've heard, because I didn't watch it because I didn't want to.
It was good, but it's just, they crammed
it's
like
three
stories.
Books, isn't it? Yeah.
But in this, they could really give them more. The kids are amazing in it.
Oh. I sat there for the first episode going, I know her. I had to look her up.
Yeah, Supergirl,
It's Supergirl, young Supergirl. And I was like, oh.
It just,
brilliant.
I think they're just really good, and you really feel for them, and they've picked the right people. I love Sunny as well, the subtitles they bring for her. She's voiced by Tara Strong as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even though she just makes gurgles.
The baby in the book is
hilarious.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Really good.
And they've really captured it quite well.
Patrick Warburton's really good as Lemony Snicket as well.
I love him.
And I love that he's in the frame as well.
Yeah.
Because he can just be there in the scene and talk about it as it goes. It's really good.
Yeah, because if I remember, I haven't read the book for about 20 years, I don't think. So, you know, the author does come in quite a lot and explain things. And it works. It really works. I
like the fact, because the person who wrote it is executive producer, and they're making it different to the books, because the mystery and the whole volunteers versus villains thing and all that didn't come in until later on in the books. Well, I haven't read the books, but this is what I've read. But they're bringing it in earlier so that they can spread it out a bit more. It's really good. The reptile room is really good.
Yeah.
The wide window it's not great, but the last one, Miserable Mill, is absolutely amazing. Really good. One of the people in it is in the film.
Yeah.
And she's in Home Alone. But she was in the film as a different character, and then she's come back to play a different character in the series. Really
I loved Joan Cusack in the first one as the judge.
Yeah. She's brilliant.
I just wanted her to be my friend, you know, and that's the power of media. She was brilliant. That character was absolutely brilliant. Brought to life beautifully.
I didn't like it when he hits him because I don't like it, but it's done so well that you just for me it hits me. I'm like, oh god,
Yeah.
I'm smacked in the face by an adult. Like you don't hit children. And then he gets booted in the last one as well by the Hook Man. He was fucking funny. I love the Hook Man. He's so stupid. But yeah, he boots him. His whole troupe's funny, to be fair. They're all really good. I think everyone's been cast really well, and everyone's really.
And I don't know about the next three stories, but we got a song in the first one. Got a little bit of a sing-song, old Neil.
Oh, what the
the
opening credits?
Yeah, no, the
Oh yeah, introducing the thing.
I can't hold off. I know this. And I was like, oh, I have to get a song.
There's a song at the very end, but everyone sings it. But it doesn't. I don't really like the song.
I assume there's going to be more because there's 13 books or something, isn't there?
Yeah, they're going to do 2 more series.
Yeah.
They can do 5 books in the next series and then the rest in the last.
Yeah.
So it should
I will get around to watching them because I really enjoyed it. I loved it was filmed beautifully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like about that. It looked absolutely stunning.
The set pieces are amazing.
Yeah.
And it just feels like a different world, but they've fully realised it.
Yeah.
Like all the adults are complete idiots. That bloke that works at the bank, I just want to kill him.
He's brilliant.
He's perfectly played, but you just want to slap him around the face.
And his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be all over the news. Yeah. All right. Okay. You're a dick, aren't you? But that's what the books are like.
I love the parents.
Dystopian.
The parents are brilliant. Obviously, there's a twist at the end because they're not the parents. Do you want them to be? They're different kids' parents, but
I don't need to
made by Kobe Smulders and Will Arnett. They're brilliant.
You're good at names, aren't you? I'm really bad at names. I don't even remember who I am some days.
Basically, I can't wait for the next series.
Yeah. No, I will get around to watching it. I really enjoyed the first 2, and I have heard fantastic things about it. So I will be watching the rest of it.
Good.
I highly recommend it. Stu gives it a thumbs up.
Which takes a lot.
It does.
Supergirl came back. Well, all of them came back, didn't they? The Arrowverse, as they like to call it.
Yeah, they've shoved Legends after Flash now, haven't they, on a Tuesday? Because there's something else on a Friday now. I can't remember what it is. So they've moved it around.
There's got to be to do with ratings as well, surely.
Possibly.
Need a good lead-in. Because they lost their ratings.
But they've got a new show that they put on a Friday instead of...
Riverdale, I think it is.
Yeah.
The Archie thing.
No idea.
But Supergirl came back. Missed that show. Definitely missed it. It's very good.
I do like her. I think she's brilliant. And
she went off to quickly, side note, the Women's March. Did you see her placard?
No.
She went there. Loads of famous women went, didn't they?
Yeah.
Her one said, don't try and grab my pussy, it's made of steel. I'd like that, just a little side note.
Okay.
Was a good one.
Melissa, you naughty girl.
She's funny.
Yes.
I liked the story, it was good. They went off and there was a red sun. She was obviously vulnerable. Thought that was quite a good little twist.
I'd have liked that to have been a 2-parter.
There wasn't much story to make it a 2-part though.
But there could have been. It was a bit like, oh, there's a missing girl, or she's on another planet, oh, I've got no powers, oh, what am I going to do? Oh, we've got a sun grenade, and it's all fixed.
The sun grenade was cool though.
It was
she got the power, and she was like,
it's a little bit, all right, here's a complete deus ex machina. And Hank, I can't go because I am Martian, and it's got stuff on there. Oh, yeah, all right, whatever.
He was busy that week, basically.
Yeah,
he was busy doing something else.
It's looked good. In Doctor Who, years ago, right, the main characters would go on holiday while they were filming it. So they just wouldn't be in an episode. Or they'd be under a cloth. They'd be unconscious. Bang, the episode before, knocked out. Oh, Doctor, you're all right. Still asleep. And they would literally go on holiday for a week while they were filming it, so it's the same kind of thing. Although it normally means in this day and age that they're doing an episode that's very heavily with them in it. So, again, Doctor Who, if you have a Donner episode, like with the 10th Doctor with Turn Left, that's because he's doing something major for...
Yeah. Well, he had to do 2 Doctors, didn't he?
So, there could be a very heavy Hank. Oh, sorry, John.
Heavy Hank.
They called him Martian Manhunter as well.
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
I was like, oh, where did that come from?
Love it.
It was really good. I enjoyed it.
It was directed by Kevin Smith.
Yes, it was.
He's done 2 episodes of Flash now. Supergirl. And
did he get retweeted or something?
He's just done Goldberg's. And he's asked to do Gotham.
Yeah.
And they've been receptive to it. Yeah, I watched Clerks. I hadn't seen it for some
I haven't
reason.
seen it.
I watched all his other films, but I hadn't seen Clerks or Clerks 2. And I just watched it and I liked it, so I tweeted him. And I didn't expect him anything back, but he liked it.
Cool.
So I was quite excited because I'm a big girl. But you know the blonde girl that she goes to save? That's his daughter.
Yes.
He sneaks
Yes,
in
I
people
remember
he
that.
knows.
I saw something about that.
Because
Yeah.
in the first Flash episode, he did Jason, Jay and Silent Bob, one of his best mates. He put him in it, and then in this he put his daughter in. It's quite funny.
Yeah, because didn't you post something that he had the posters up around his house missing
And he
Izzy Williams or
and
something.
he did it when they had to vote. He did a picture of him saying he got a sticker saying that he voted with Melissa in her Supergirl costume. He loses his shit when he sees people in their costume, like because when he worked on the Flash, he said for the first 3 days he was just Barry, and then all of a sudden one day he's the Flash. I'm just losing my shit, even though it's the same guy, but he's in a suit. It's just silly. His Goldberg's episode is about the 1989 Batman, which is like he loves that film obviously, and that was the first time Batman was taken seriously, wasn't it, in like movies, because we had the 60s Batman.
Hey, don't you knock the 60s
I'm
Batman
not knocking
movie.
it, just saying.
Oh my god.
It's just
Adam West is a living legend.
it was taken seriously, but even now that's considered camp, innit? The first Batman, the 89 Batman.
I don't know. I don't know if the first one is so much. I think the first two are really, really dark and still
The second
considered
one,
fairly dark.
Returns is really dark. I don't even know how they did McDonald's toys, but they did them. Mental.
Here's the penguin. Poke your eyes out, kids. The third one and the fourth one's a piece of shit.
The third one's got some things going for it, but not the bad guys.
No.
Well, Jim Carrey's all
Although
right.
I like Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Yeah, but Tommy Lee Jones needed to play it straight, didn't he? He didn't.
You don't watch Gotham, do you?
No, it's
You don't?
crap.
Oh, it's got really good.
No, it's just Batman without the cape, isn't it?
Kind of, but we've nearly got the Joker, possibly.
Well, yeah, Jerome.
Now. Well, is he?
I don't care.
They've put so many twists and turns in that he is and he is and
I
he is and he is.
don't care.
But that came back this week, and I really enjoyed it. They did a thing that they did in the comics recently, where they took his face off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he staples it back on.
Yeah.
Now, I believe in the comics it starts to rot and fall off again. So whether that's going to happen in a primetime TV show, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
well, I don't know. Fox are pushing it. They've pushed it before, haven't they? They did a show called Almost Human, and some of the violence in that was pretty.
This is quite graphic. Gotham's got very graphic, and so Shield. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Very graphic.
Well, it has. I mean, somebody got stabbed, and actually Lucifer's got graphic as well.
Lucifer is amazing.
Oh yeah,
it ended amazing, and it's still amazing. But Fox are doing this really stupid thing where they're coming back for 3 episodes, and then they're having a winter break.
I was going to say,
which is not winter now, and it's going to come back in March. Which is a shit idea.
Something's not coming back till May. I'm sure something's not coming back till May.
Lucifer is so good. These past 2 episodes have been amazing, and obviously she's got. Have you seen it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that's trying to poison people. He obviously finds out that she's been made by God, which is still, whatever. Well,
we're watching a program about the devil.
They're like,
so,
technically, they're all. It was funny when she said, "Oh, God made her. God made everybody." That's cool.
Yeah.
And she's obviously bleeding, and he's like, "Did you know?" Rah rah rah. And then obviously they're going to save her life, and then he'll go, "Oh, I don't care. I still love you."
Yeah.
You know how it's going to go.
Yeah, I know exactly how it's going to go. So that'll be next week's cliffhanger.
I do. I think it's amazing. Lucifer's one of the best shows on telly. Everything's brilliant. The tone. They know when to have a laugh. They know when to be serious.
It was really weird watching her being all funny and jokey with him.
That was hilarious because she was trying to be more. As she said,
it didn't work. But it did.
May said try to be more spontaneous than she.
Yeah.
Well, this is not having the desired effect, so I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
The episode with the he had to speak to all his exes, and all these people came in, and he was just like, "What?" She's just like, "How is this possible?" And then they all said, "No, he doesn't mean anything to me." And he's like, "Oh."
I like they got a boy in.
Yeah, he was kind of obvious. He was.
I know,
going
but
both ways.
It was a nice twist. I wasn't expecting it. I genuinely wasn't expecting it. I was like, oh, that's clever, isn't it?
Make him buy because it doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because he's the devil. Spoiler.
He can do what he wants.
I
liked her dream.
Yeah. Oh, you found my love
yeah.
handle.
And Meg's just like, who are you having sex with?
Yeah. What were you doing? Yeah,
I really like Maze.
I really, and it's.
And I love the fact that the psychiatrist says one thing and everyone else seems to think they hear something else, like Lucifer, and then his mum came in and she went, well, at least I know where she gets it from, because she's exactly the same.
I love her. I think she's the best, well, it's one of the best things in it, because, I mean, she is only a minor character, like a recurring character, as they call them, I suppose. But, yeah, she's brilliant. I can't remember her name, but she's absolutely fantastic. We're not very prepared for these. We should write things down more.
I like everything between Lucifer and Dan's brilliant, when he's talking to his mum, and then Dan comes up and he's like, douche, and he goes, prick. Oh, dick, that's what it is. Dick?
I did think for a second they were going to do a bit of a Rocky Horror moment. Dan. What's her name? Charlotte. And go back with Rocky, and do all that sort of thing. But no, they didn't, which would have been funny, but that's just me being sad. Sorry.
I don't know why she won't accept who he is, though. It's starting to get annoying. Because he doesn't lie about it, and he's just like, if you go away and get him, I can save these and not get hurt. But she's not pressing to see how he's done that. But I like the way he's checking to see how far. You have to go further, because I'm going to die.
Yeah, that was quite cool.
I wonder why.
She's miles away the first time he did it, and he was still bled.
I wonder why. I still want to know why she affects him.
Because
what's the reason why God did this?
Well, I thought about this because I watched it last night.
Thinking again.
I know, it's twice in a week. It's the tablets I'm on. I think it's because obviously God in that universe knows what's going to happen, because there's no such thing as destiny. It's all fate. It just happens. So he goes tick tick tick, baby, ta-da! There you go, and that makes him mortal, because it's a holy child. Because he walks in at the end going, did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know? I mean, how was she supposed to fucking know?
Exactly, she doesn't know.
Angel child.
The whole thing, I was just like, she doesn't know? And he was like, is it Menadel her daddy? Maze is so funny. So is it Menadel her daddy, or?
Yeah.
So does that, I just don't know what it means. Is she like an angel, or what?
Well, technically, she's a Messiah, because that's what happened before. If you go back through the New Testament, yeah, old Archangel Gabriel came down that time and did a little bit.
Why does she want to go home so badly as well, considering God's the evil?
Because she's got a master plan. She's evil for some reason. She's Mrs. God,
the jilted wife. But like, God wanted to kill him. God seems very Old Testament, doesn't he, in this version of life?
Yeah, but the Old Testament God was so much better. New Testament God. No offence if you listen. I do apologise, but
he's like a 50s dad. He gets his belt off and hits the kids.
Yeah, Old Testament God was.
And how many angels are there?
Oh, there's thousands.
Because they say brothers and sisters like they've got loads. I love the way he calls God Dad.
Yeah.
I just love that, and everyone sort of looks at him like, "What are you on about?"
Having done a lot of religious studies, sorry, nerd. There are literally hundreds and hundreds and
they
hundreds
could just bring
of
him in at any moment.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had Michael yet, or Gabriel.
I don't think they'll touch them, will they?
Why not? They're really super powerful. They're more powerful than a Metadil, I think.
Menadil's...
Sorry, I always get his name wrong.
What was he anyway? What was his purpose? I can't remember what his purpose was. They've all got a purpose, haven't they?
Yeah.
He's just strong, isn't he?
Yeah, but
he can bless couples to have children.
Michael and Gabriel are two of the most powerful archangels ever.
Do you reckon they'll be bad guys?
Lucifer's one of them as well, but obviously he got fallen and blah blah
within
blah.
the first second of existence.
Judeo-Christian history there going on a Saturday morning.
It's interesting, especially in this format, because it's given to you in light entertainment.
And it's good they've gone away just from being police procedural, because I know people were bitching about that. Oh, it's a police cop.
That's how you introduce everyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do like that they've gone away from that, but it had to organically grow into that.
It's gone more mysterious and ethereal and everything.
Well, I always found the first series, I didn't think it kicked off until his wings were taken. I thought it was good. It was a good procedural show, but everyone said, it's just a procedural show. But when he said something's been taken of mine, I'm like, well, what the fuck is it? Because at that point he didn't show any care for anything, and then he found out it was his wings, and it was just a very cool little plot point that he cut his own wings off, and then burnt them. And obviously she stole one and stole a feather to eventually save him at Menadil. Yeah, it's just brilliant. I'm just a bit annoyed that there's only one left until
March. They're going to drag it out. Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah, but that's one of the best shows on telly, definitely. They're on their game every week. Like, I'm never disappointed by it. There's nothing in it that where I go, you know what, I don't like that.
And it's Tom Ellis that does it.
He's so good.
He is absolutely phenomenal.
I love when he puts on his demon face to scare the shit out of someone, because I think the week before he was at the airport and he terrified him. And as soon as they're terrified, they go, right, yeah, take me in, get me away from him. Because he's just so, and he plays it so well. I don't think not many people can pull it off, because it could just come off as really camp.
Yeah.
But he plays it so well.
Yeah. I mean, it is, don't get me wrong, it is one of the campest things on TV.
Yeah.
But
it's done well, so.
Done so well that it doesn't go into high camp, which is like your Batman of the 60s.
Yeah.
You know? Yes, so I enjoyed that.
Shield's been amazing as well. I think when Ghost Rider came in at the beginning, I thought, oh, this is really good. They've gone really well here. And then he went away and I thought, the thing that reinvented the show is gone. But now they're doing their LMD thing. It's better, I think, having May in there.
Well,
and May, because May doesn't know she's an LMD.
Well, she does now.
And then when she looked at herself, she was like, what the fuck is this? And then she went and spoke to him.
I'm a little bit bored of it.
Oh, no, I think it's really good. It was obvious that he was an LMD, though, because they tried to make it a mystery, like, who's the other LMD? Well, him, obviously. I do like it. I think they've been doing really well with it.
I think
and May's obviously going to eventually commit to her programming and do what she needs to do. But she can't do anything about it.
No.
I feel bad now because they're obviously going to shut her down at some point, but she's still May. Do you know what I mean?
It's not real.
May's little dream, though.
It's not real.
Oh, of course it's not, but what's the point in not getting invested? Her dream was good when they had a fight. What's her face? What was her name? Ada.
God, I remember the fact then.
Keep fighting her over and over, and she's like, I will get out of here one day. It's like, well, I don't think you will.
Yeah. And then they've got saving the little girl in Beirut as a way of keeping her properly under control.
That's horrible, that, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit it's like harsh.
The cavalry.
Thank you. Yeah, the bit where Senator Nadir shot her brother. I mean, it's just, he knew it was going to happen. He wasn't going to make it through the episode, was he? At all.
She's horrible. I just want her to get rid of her. Because anytime S.H.I.E.L.D. does anything, she shuts them down. Oh my god. The one thing that I don't like that S.H.I.E.L.D. has is that if there's a mole or the extra LMD, they make everyone look guilty.
Oh yeah, because he says, there's another one. Opening credits. Max on the phone. What's he doing?
I know, yeah. I like Mac's little backstory. That's news. That hasn't come up before, has it?
Don't think so, no.
But it's good that I like Yo-Yo as well. She's quite funny. She just doesn't give a shit, does she? She's just like, tell me, otherwise I'm leaving.
Yeah. Although in Donald Trump's new world, she won't be there because obviously she's not American. So S.H.I.E.L.D. are going to have to get some kind of visa for her, I think.
S.H.I.E.L.D. are under scrutiny as it is, aren't they? Ooh, it's all going wrong.
Ooh.
It's all going wrong for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Bless her.
This Coulson May thing is like, I never really saw anything between them. I just saw them as good friends, and then it started coming out recently.
Yeah,
but in this one, it was blatantly
said because the robot's programmed to do it, so she gets close to Coulson.
He said, "What do you want?" Oh, I want. Oh. Yeah, but then Coulson seems to like her as well. Because John Hannah's character, whatever his name is. Because Yo-Yo said, didn't he? She said, "I know how you look at each other. I've seen it."
Because it's kind of obvious, so he knows. So he's playing on it. And May won't do it because obviously of her past and everything, and it keeps her that little bit of distance. But
if she's programmed to, she'll do it.
Yeah.
And then when the real one comes back, she'll go, "What did I do?"
I fucked a robot. Oh my god.
The future.
Yeah. Welcome to the future, everyone. Robots for sex and other stuff.
I think the Flash and Legends are quite good. I don't know. I always find that the ones when they come back aren't as good. Like when the premieres, I always think, I'm a little bit disappointed by that, and then it gets into it. But the Legends one was quite good when they had George Lucas. But first, I didn't realise it was George Lucas.
Now you see, I thought George Lucas. No, it can't be.
And then they were like,
and then it was,
and they didn't have their powers because of
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars and Indiana Jones. It was a nice little. I really like that. Rip doesn't know who he is because he.
Yeah, because he touched the time drive.
Touched something naughty.
He'd get arrested for
and he's just trying to direct his own movie, which is just remnants of his own memory.
Which is quite cool. I liked because
and the trash compactor bit.
I know there were so many references in there to Star Wars and probably Indiana Jones, which I don't know as well. And I was like, oh, really?
I didn't like, John Barrowman. I love him. I think he's brilliant. But the other, Neil, something about the other bad guy. What's his fucking name?
Ensign Hawke from Star Trek First
I
Contact.
don't like him very much. I didn't like him in Series 4. Series 4 of Arrow, he was the main bad guy, and I never really took to him. But working with him in this episode, he were brilliant together. They were like they were a campus Christmas mind together.
Oh, aren't they just?
I thought at some point they're going to make them kiss. It's going to happen.
No,
They work so well together. They're so brilliant.
Earbud will come in and sort that out.
He just appeared at the end. He was busy as well. He was on holiday.
Yeah,
he was only in for the last
break.
minute.
Yeah, he's in Mallorca for 2 weeks.
And they stole Rip again, even though he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I know.
But those two together, they've made the episode for me because they're so funny. And they're just walking around, strutting around like they own the place.
Laser beams.
They fit in the 60s really well.
Oh, God, this is what I like it. Laser beams and time travel.
Yeah.
Shit.
It was a really good episode. I thought it's just fun Legends, I think.
It's a bit of a romp, isn't it?
It's not to be taken seriously, no. So I like that. Flash was a bit more heavy because they're trying to change the future. And Iris is, spoilers, going to die.
Yeah, this Killer Frost thing, I wish they'd just nipped that in the bud because it's doing my head in slightly. Is she, isn't she? Well, if she is, then fine, carry on. There you go. Evil bad guy, pop her in the thing.
Well, that's the point that they're trying to change the future, aren't they? So that's going to be the struggle. They have all these struggles going on. They've already fixed one, Kid Flash.
And they've accepted Julian into the fold.
I know. Kid Flash saved the day instead of Flash. That's one thing. They have to save Killer Frost from becoming Killer Frost.
So he's got a necklace now. Fuck's sake.
Where is Savitar anyway? It's a bracelet. It's a bracelet.
Yeah, but she's got a necklace to charge it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Do you not see the end of the episode where they give her the thing and they go, there it goes,
sunlight.
Yeah, it goes in the sunlight and it charges it, so it's all.
But they're never outside.
Yeah,
to save money, they're always inside. And they opened the museum, which was funny. I like HR. I didn't like him at first, but I think he's funny now. He's from like Earth 19. Or random, is it Earth 19? Some random number.
Yeah, some random number.
They just pick numbers for them.
And like, there's a when you go talk to him about his time travel, there's a little H. Wells, is obviously or H.R. Wells is close to H.G. Wells, so in a time machine as a book. I thought that's a nice little possible touch and tribute to H.G. Wells. But yeah, I don't know. Again, the Flash is a bit hit and miss sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes. And I watch it because I like it, and I think Grant Gustin's brilliant, and they're all brilliant. But I think it's just like halfway through the year, let's have some filler episodes that don't really do much.
Well, this one
did it with everything.
This one's just to set up the second half of the series, isn't it? Savitar's going to come back.
Yeah.
Even though he's lost in the time stream.
Speed Force.
Speed Force, yeah.
God,
time stream is something else.
Legends of Tomorrow. They're in the time stream.
Crossing me streams. They in Arrow they reference Legends actually because Laurel came back. Turns out it wasn't the real Laurel, obviously, because she's dead. It was Black, the one from the Flash. Remember when she came in? Black.
Thing. Yeah. Can't remember her name.
Black Wasp. It's not Wasp. It's not Black Canary, is it? It's Black Siren. She appeared because the big bad in Arrow got her out of the prison from Flash, and said, pretend to be the Laurel so you can infiltrate the group and fuck them up.
All right.
Because Prometheus is trying to tear Oliver down, and then he decides, I'm going to try and save her, make her good again, and it doesn't work. She's like, I've never been good, I never will be. Rah. Arrow's really good. I kept moaning about Arrow.
Yeah.
They've come back.
Yeah.
Not as good as Series 1 and 2, but they're back to a level of that's
get
good
around
enough to watch.
At some point, I promise.
It's better than last year was shit. Oh my god, it got so bad. But now it just seems they've leveled out and got good again. Well, they still need to kill Felicity. Get rid of her. She's annoying. And they've introduced Talia al Ghul as well, which is quite cool. Because she was in Series 3, they brought in Ra's al Ghul and Talia wasn't around.
Yeah, isn't she Damian Wayne's mother?
In the comics, yeah. But there is no Bruce. There is a Bruce in Supergirl's world, though.
Yeah.
Or a Batman. It's quite cool. They've been talking about if they're going to bring Superman back into Supergirl, and it's no.
No? Really?
They said we really like him, and if he can become available and we have a script, we'll bring him back. But there's no plans to have a TV show.
Oh,
shame. I'd love to see that because he was really good, very good.
Yeah.
Monau's gone really weird though with Supergirl. The conversation at the end. What was that about?
Yeah.
They went full on.
Well, if you remember
like little girls giggling. What was that about?
When he leaves Daxam, the prince. It says something in his ear, and we don't know what it is.
Well, the Dominator bowed to him. So maybe is he the prince? And the backstory's not real because it only came from, it was him that told the story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just an unreliable narrator.
That is true.
Because the Dominator seemed to be pretty sure of who this guy was and bowed to him.
Yeah.
And because he said the prince isn't that good. So maybe he's talking about himself.
Yeah.
Because he's not been very good, has he?
No, that's true. He's been a bit of a dick.
I still don't like Jimmy.
Guardian.
He's the only one I don't like.
Guardian.
Still. I like Win. I like the way that he's. I'm not a red shirt. I'm not a red shirt.
Oh, I chuckled my heart out of that. That was such a good line.
I like that. But Guardian, Jimmy is so boring.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do, has he?
No, so that's what they've invented. Well, they haven't invented Guardian, but they've given it to him.
He's just cat.
He's just shite.
What would they have done if she'd stayed? If Callista Flockhart had gone, no, it's okay, I'll move to Canada and be great. Let's film this series, yay.
Well, Jimmy would have left. He would have had to leave, wouldn't he?
He'd have to go to Metropolis and she'd have become the Guardian. That'd have been
That
interesting.
would have been funny, yeah. It would have been more fun than this.
Oh my God, honey, what are you wearing?
It's literally the only thing that drags the show down, I think.
Yeah.
Although, at the beginning of the episode, after the save they did, Supergirl says, I've got trying to get Snapper to publish the article. And she's like, I've written an article about Supergirl saving the day. And then he comes in and goes, I've got an article about Guardian. That was that. Then he was good. I liked him then, but normally he's just too serious and like
boring.
I know. Snapper was good. He's like, I just want my coffee.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
The woman comes in and goes, I've got a missing child. And he's just looking around going, I want my coffee. Just doesn't give a shit. And at the end, when she says, I'm going to write from my heart and I will stand up for what I believe in. Yeah. And she leaves and he's just like, well done, Danvers. Yeah, and he's like proud of her secretly, but can't show her. Yeah. I really like Snapper. I think he's good.
Because obviously Young Justice is back. Slight sidetrack. And he's Snapper Carr, the character, is in Young Justice. As a very young reporter on the TV. He is that. If you watch it closely, it says Snapper Carr, and it's him. And what's Cat Grant's in it as well, I think.
I can't wait for Young Justice to come back.
I'm sure I've heard Cat Grant's name in something else that was before Supergirl, so I know she's involved. I mean, I wouldn't have known her before.
Cat Grant was mentioned in Smallville.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
so
they just
she's got to come back. Callista's got to come back.
They said
please come back. Callista.
They said she's going to come back.
I
liked Maggie. Maggie was good. Maggie and what's her bloody name? Kara's sister.
Yeah.
Those two were really funny together. And she's like, I've got a girlfriend. She stayed over. And Kara and her were having a little giggle about it. I've got a girlfriend. It sounds so funny.
It was
just really sweet.
Yeah, it was a bit, oh my God, I'm having a bad day. I'm going to break everything up. That was a little bit cliched.
I didn't really see that like that, though.
I did, because I know lesbians.
No, but she didn't say, she just said, I'm busy, go away. Why can't she say that? Maggie just went, don't ever do that to me again. Well, she didn't do anything. She had a bad day. I loved the way she was just like your sister, and Supergirl's your sister. Like she just knew.
Yeah. It's
like the only person that gets you that mad is, that crazy is your sister. And she was like, oh shit, I'm glad you know, but
and the glasses don't help.
yeah, I've told her that. Oh, bless him. I'm just waiting for Dean Cain to come back now.
Well, it shouldn't be long, surely, because they're trying to.
Cadmus disappeared
for now, but that's only because she's in prison. But she won't be in prison for long, will she?
No. The Cyborg Superman's still around.
Yeah.
Oh, Supergirl's so good. It's just one of those shows you can watch every week and just be like, it's just a completely different world, and it's always happy. Like Supergirl.
Oh, it is, isn't it? It's incessantly to a point. It's almost a bit annoying, but
Kara's so good-natured. Yeah. It's nice to have that on TV sometimes, especially when the world we're in.
Especially when you're watching Gotham next to it. Oh my God.
No, I don't.
Dark and doom and gloom. And then Supergirl, hello. It is fluff.
Yeah,
in a good way.
but in a good way. Yeah, it needs to be like that. I've been rewatching Smallville.
Yeah.
I go in and out of it because I've got them all, and I'm on series 8, and they're doing a Doomsday storyline and Brainiac. I love Smallville. I love the way it's done. And I just watched the last one I watched was written by Jeff Johns, and it's the Legion of Superheroes. They come back and help him destroy Brainiac, and they
From
take
the year 3000.
3009. Yeah. They come back and say, "Who is this guy? He can't even fly," because he can't fly at that point. Like, is this Superman? But the way that Jeff Johns writes, he writes in such a way that they build Superman up in such a big way, and he's like he inspires everyone around him, and not just from Earth but the galaxy.
Yeah.
It's this really nerdy episode. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I love a bit of nerd. Anytime they talk about Krypton.
Sorry, I'm just getting a refill from my butler. Just call me Bruce Wayne.
You'll have coffee in your face in a minute.
Oh, you know it. You know my butler well.
Powerless is coming soon.
Yes, I saw that.
Alan Tudyk is Bruce Wayne's cousin with no powers.
Can you just make sure you do everything before you leave today? Thank you, Perkins. I was not going to be Jarvis. I've got Jarvis as a butler. How exciting is that? Just call me Tony. All right, bye. Sorry about that. Slight interlude there. Yes, I've seen it. I don't know much about it. I didn't want to read too much into it. I know what it's about, but yeah, that looks February. 1st February, I think. It is. Yeah. That looks interesting.
Oh, sorry, going back to that Smallville one, they take him, what's remnants of Brainiac, back to the future. And they give him a ring. They give Clark a ring and said, anytime you need us, just come. Because the Persuader stole the ring and went back to try and kill him.
Yeah.
But they take what was left of Brainiac and they take it to the future and it goes, maybe we can reprogram this into something better. Maybe Brainiac 5 can be better. And not only are they talking about the character from the Legion of Superheroes, it's literally the 5th version of Brainiac in Smallville. So it was really cool. And then he does come back in season 10. He does a This Is Your Life episode for Clark on the 200th episode. It's one of the best episodes of the series. Brainiac comes back and Clark assumes he's a bad guy, obviously, but Brainiac 5 is just trying to show him how to be Superman. So he shows him the past to say, let go of your dad's death. He shows him the present. Oliver Queen is struggling with something and needs help. And then he shows him in the future. He says, this is what you will become if you let all this go and just become Superman. And he sees Superman fly and he talks to himself in an elevator at Daily Planet. It's very cool. Smallville's brilliant.
I'll take your word for it.
It's a bit like Supergirl. It's almost like a continuation. When I watched the pilot of Supergirl, I was like, this could have been what Smallville was if they carried on as him in the suit. It's very similar. Like it's like really like a different world.
Yeah.
Because Arrow, they try and do realism, where Supergirl isn't that at all. Like Legends isn't either.
Not particularly, no.
They're just completely. That's why I like it, because you can just sort of escape every week.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is, isn't it? It's not the best place to be at the moment, planet Earth.
Did you see the new Logan trailer?
No.
She walks into a shop, and it's X-23 now, they've confirmed it. And she's stealing stuff and just eating, steals and then she's eating crisps, and this guy comes up to her, it's like a convenience store, and he goes, you're going to have to pay for those. And she flips him to the floor, and Wolverine comes in and goes, not cool, like, as in she just kills people for the sake of it, because she's got no, and at the end, Patrick Stewart drops the F-bomb in the trailer.
Fuck.
He says, we haven't slept for 3 days, and we've had one real meal. She's 11, I'm fucking 90. I love Patrick Stewart. And there's this bit where X-23, she's just got 2 blades instead of 3, and she kicks the shit out of a load of bad guys, and Wolverine just looks up and goes, oh, fuck. It looks really good, and it's like the Wolverine film we've been wanting.
Is this the first sort of R-rated thing, get away with a lot more violence and gore and
well, he stabs someone in the head with his claws.
Yeah, I've seen that in
they
the trailer.
drop the F-bombs. There's going to be blood and gore. It's going to be awesome. But they're doing a real good story where he's older, and he's a bit more. There's no mutants left. He's being scarred up now, so his regenerative powers aren't as good as they were. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good version of it. Finally. Yeah. Well, I like the second Wolverine film, but it sort of became a bit of a CGI monster at the end. But this one's going to be good, I think.
Okay.
You have to watch it.
Lewis's recommendation.
Go and watch Logan in
Go and
March.
watch Logan, which I will probably do. Oh, excuse me. So,
Any recommendations that you found? Because I know you like to find things that are completely random and then say that you should watch them.
I know
But from the 60s or something.
Oh, shut up. If you going back to the 60s, talking the 60s, if you haven't seen the animated version of Power of the Daleks, it's
No,
quite
I haven't.
good.
I've been meaning to watch it.
It's a bit slow. The story's a bit slow, but then it was a 6-parter, which I never understood why they did that. And obviously, as an animation, there might be little subtle things going on that you can't see because it's all been lost in the ones that was destroyed.
They've still got the audio though, haven't they?
But the story's good. It's a good story. I think what they possibly could have done is edited it into a 4-parter and cut out some of the. There's loads of pregnant pauses and silences and people looking at each other, and you just see this animated face cut into another animated face, cutting back to the first one.
How long are each episode?
It's proper 24 minute episodes. 24, 25
6.
minutes. There's 6 episodes. It's a little bit filler in places, but it's the first Second Doctor story. It hasn't existed for 30 odd years, 40 odd years.
So it's better than nothing.
So it's a lot better than nothing. And
Can't
the
complain
audio
about it.
exists. I think there's about half a dozen of these ones that they've done now. I think the first one was The Invasion, which I haven't seen, which I would like to catch up with, which is a Cyberman story. I think it was the first Second Doctor Cyberman story.
Why did they do that? Are they doing them because they've lost the...
Because they've lost the video. They've got the audio.
Have they done a few then?
Yeah, done about half a dozen. I can't remember the other stories off the top of my head.
Are they all from the Second Doctor? Seems like an unlucky Doctor.
First and Second Doctor. They lost... God, how many episodes?
So they didn't give a fuck then, did they? Didn't they tape over episodes and stuff?
They erased them. Because they
they
were
just
on video.
didn't care, did they?
Well, they were on videotape. And in the 60s, videotape was ridiculously expensive. You got to consider that...
How would they even find the audio? Just sitting somewhere in an archive.
People would record it off the telly. Simple as that. So you could listen to, again, like in the olden days when you used to record the top 40 off the radio, which I never did. I only found songs that I liked, which I did in the 80s. But you wouldn't. People would record it on like reel-to-reel and stuff and do it that way, and they'd keep it because you couldn't have video recorders at home. It was impossible. So you could record the audio, so people have done that. These episodes do it because they recorded them on film, which I think they transferred to videotape, and then the films were copied and mass-produced and sent abroad and lost, obviously. And they had them on video for a long time, and then they just wanted to reuse them because they thought, well, no one's ever going to watch this again. It's still going and whatever, and just wiped it.
It's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, but they did it with loads of stuff, not just Doctor Who. A swathe of television
just
history
because
is
Doctor
gone.
Who's like still going now. There's interest, so you hear about it more than everything else. Don't you?
Because
the BBC, they seem to have fucked up in history a lot.
But you got to consider.
But they've got no money, I suppose. They haven't got any money. They still got no money.
But you got to think at the time, no one thought anything different. It wasn't, home video didn't exist, so they weren't going to reproduce it that way. Digital downloads were like 50, 60 years in the future. So you can't blame them. It was just a financial decision. Oh, we need videotapes. Oh, we'll just get rid of them. Just record over it because no one's ever going to watch it again. Because they didn't think anyone would. It wasn't the culture of the time. It was on.
And then it was done.
That was it.
Yeah.
You never watched it again. Which is fair enough.
But now everything's about nostalgia now, and you have to scramble to get everything. The problem is it costs so much to restore things now as well. So they have to be picky about what they restore.
The team that did some of the restorations on, because when they found these stories, some of the stories they find are on really dodgy film that's fucked, basically. And the group that do, whose name I've forgotten, I'm really sorry, there's something restoration something. They created all the stuff, all the machinery, all the technology to literally put it back together. And I don't use the word literally lightly. They get these crappy bits of tape that have fallen apart or
they go frame by frame, don't they?
and they clean it up, and they stitch it back together literally with sellotape.
It's really amazing what they can do.
It's fucking brilliant. And they designed all of that, about 20 years ago to do this. That's how it started as a Doctor Who thing. And now it's in the big wide world.
Even with something a bit later on, Titanic, they did that with, because they had they didn't have a master of it, and every time they reproduced it, it got worse and worse and worse, and it was grainy and grainy, and I thought that was bad, but they cleaned it up so well.
Yeah.
They literally go frame by frame by frame, and then they went frame by frame to make it 3D. The amount of time and effort that goes into these things.
Yeah.
Like the company you work for, there's just loads of people working on different parts of the movie to clean it. So the money involved
all
there.
Respect to these guys, because they spent hours hunched over computers and all sorts of things.
Oh, I forgot to say as well, Terminator is going to get rebooted by James Cameron.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
He's going to be
thinking about it,
the godfather of the series and be executive producer, but he wants Tim Miller to direct it, which is better than doing a Sonic movie. Because he left Deadpool 2, didn't he? Because of creative differences.
I don't know.
Then he was off. He announced he was going to do a Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Nice. I can't wait to see that.
I don't understand that.
I love Tales.
James Cameron, the rights revert back to him in 2019 anyway.
Fair enough.
But anything James Cameron doing a Terminator movie, I've got to watch that.
Yeah, to be fair, the first two are classic films.
Best sci-fi films ever. Terminator 2 is probably one of the best sequels of all time as well.
Yeah.
Literally everything was better.
Phenomenal film. And I know you're going to tell me off, but I like, because I bought the Blu-ray with the code on it that you have to put in, and you get to watch the film as its full, proper intended version, not the one that was released and then re-released. Where it ends, it just finishes.
Yeah.
She sat there 30 years in the future.
They changed it because the audience didn't like it. Well, the studio said, we don't want this, to Cameron, and he said, well, I do. So, and then they showed it for test audiences, and they didn't like the ending, so they had to change it to be the future that's unset.
Cash cow.
Yeah, but they take audience scores seriously, don't they? That's the whole point of testing them.
Yeah. But I really like it. It makes it into a complete film. And 1 and 2, it
doesn't make sense, though, because why would John Connor be a senator?
Why not?
Well, because look at his past. They've never let him go into politics. He's dirty as obvious dirty as well.
He's like 10.
So
that all gets erased when you get to 18.
No, it doesn't. And he would carry on being a nutcase afterwards.
But they had a Terminator on the computers.
Sarah were like, well, maybe it doesn't come back. Maybe they will come back.
No, they had
and they had an arm, and they forget something in T2. They still have an arm. They try and destroy everything, but when the T1000, because I watched it recently, he puts the T800's arm in a big fuck off thing, and he gets his arm stuck, and then he breaks his own arm off, so he can go and get him, and the arm's still sitting there.
Ooh.
That's an unexplored plot point.
That is true.
From T2.
All right, fair enough, you win. But I like it. I like it as a complete film, and I think it finishes 1 and 2 off if you watch it as it should have been. And I like it in all the stuff with the dream sequence with what's his face back.
Yeah, I love that.
Michael Biehn.
I think he's brilliant. He's a great actor, and he's perfect Carl Reese. That's the only thing I didn't like. That was the one thing in Genesis where I was like, you've completely fucked that up. If they got that right, I think people would have liked it more, even though they said the story didn't make sense. But
it didn't make sense. No, it didn't.
Just because time travel, they go forward and back.
It didn't make sense at all. It was ridiculous.
Does it not make sense?
The whole thing was crap, even though... Butler's coming back. Even though Footface is in it.
Footface?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Lewis went on mute then. Might hear football in the background, sorry. Put the subtitles on, and they kick the ball. Footface, Matt Smith. He's got a face like a foot, according to Mr. Giles. Oh, sorry, Shoeface.
Oh, it's like on the Honest Trailers, they say about Twilight, he's got a shovel face, and she's dead eyes. Oh, brilliant.
I can't do this if you're down here. I get embarrassed.
Well, we're finished now anyway, it's fine.
Oh.
Well, we're done, aren't we?
Nearly. Got 5 minutes, and then we'll be an hour. You can't, because I've got to show Lewis how to do things on the Pi. Sorry, I'm just having a domestic in the middle of a podcast. I do apologise. upcoming stuff, things.
Right, loads of stuff. This year's going to be ridiculous. We've got Logan, Guardians of the Galaxy, Power Rangers, which I'm going to watch because I'm 6 inside still.
It does look good. I have to
It
say, I
does
don't
look
like
good.
Power Rangers, but it does look really good.
Loads of stuff. Justice League, Wonder Woman, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
I really want to see that.
Thor Ragnarok,
Yeah.
Star Wars. It's just going to be an immense year. And Defenders on Netflix. You don't watch those, but you need to watch those. Jessica Jones especially.
Yeah.
And in Defenders, Sigourney Weaver's the bad guy.
Ooh, always a good thing.
Iron Fist is out this year as well on Netflix. It's just going to be a year of. I think this year there's just so much content this year. It's just picking what you want to watch.
Yeah, fair enough. Hopefully there'll be a world left to watch it all in.
Yeah, it'll be alright. He won't blow himself up.
If Tiny Hands doesn't manage to press a button,
It's too big, the button. He can't do it.
Sorry, he'll just Photoshop it. We're never getting into America ever, you know that, don't you?
Well, that's fine.
Well, not for the next 4 years, anyway.
Yeah. or he's impeached.
Yeah, that could happen in the next couple of weeks. Oh, getting political.
I don't like it.
Age.
We shouldn't get political.
I know. Sorry.
It should be all about the entertainment.
Well, on that bombshell.
Yeah, we'll be back in a month probably.
Yes. Are we still doing our Star Trek-y thing? Are you still watching it religiously?
No, we will though. But
Yeah.
it's just no point until Discovery, is there?
Okay.
Can be our Discovery celebration.
Where have you got to?
I haven't watched any more. I've got to the bit where Jonathan Frakes, number 1, is going on to a Klingon warbird.
Oh, you're on Next Gen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you got to hurry up. You got to watch Timeless. Voyager Timeless. Season 5, episode 3, I think.
Isn't Voyager shit?
No.
That is.
No. Fuck you.
Just like Sheldon. Voyager's crap.
Season 4 onwards is a lot better. And season 5, episode 3, Timeless. Fuck me, it's one of the best things I've ever seen. There's a bit in it where even I went, oh, ow! And it wasn't about a person. You'll know when you see it. And anyone who's watched it, you'll know what I mean. Any Voyager fans out there? All 3 of us.
Yeah, there aren't many.
There are loads. Shut up. Janeway's the best captain, anyway.
Is she?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah. Girl power and all that.
I'll wait till we get there. Kirk's still my favourite.
Not all of it. The one where they take the cheese to sickbay is a little bit pointless. Yeah, trust me. They take a cheese to sickbay.
Well, they do lose Spock's brain in the original series, so...
Yeah, but that's in season 3 when it's going a little bit pants and downhill and up against Batman like everything else was, and they thought, well, fuck it, we'll just do some shit.
Go mental.
Yeah. And Turnabout Intruder, the last episode of the original series where he gets taken over by a girl. Yeah.
No.
Although, to be fair, Bill Shatner does a really good job as acting like a girl. And when I say girl or woman, I do apologise, I was being very sexist. He does a really good job. And, you know, for William Shatner.
Don't you diss William Shatner.
I'm not dissing the Bill. You know I love William Shatner.
The Shat.
But yeah, so, Voyager. You've got to get to Voyager and watch... don't watch anything else. Watch that. Watch Timeless. The episode called Timeless. All right? It's brilliant.
I will watch Voyager. I just got to get there first.
Oh, God.
There's just too much content of Star Trek content is insane.
There's not. There's 72, 160, 160.
That's 4 million hours.
There's about 320. Yeah, there's about 500 hours of stuff to watch. That's only like 6 weeks. You can do that. That gives you time to go for
Got
a
other
pee
stuff
as
to
well.
watch as well.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Do the summer holidays.
Oh, yeah, I know. It would be amazing to have summer holidays still as an adult.
Oh, God, of those is. Anyway, on that bombshell.
Yeah, till next time.
Thank you very much for listening. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Any comments or feedback, please feel free to get in touch with us on our Facebook page or our Twitter page. SoSpox said podcast, I believe, on both of those because I changed the name. Or you can email us, sospoxdead@outlook.com.
Oh. Email us some suggestions.
Yeah, because we're bored of coming up with stuff. All 3 of you, 5 of you, 6, however many there are of you. You know, so pull your fingers out and tell us what you really think. Actually, no, don't do that. Just be nice.
Be nice, yeah. Constructive.
Yeah. And this is Alan Ripley of the Nostromo signing off.
No. You can't pull that off.
No? Damn it. Well, not even in Alien 3, where it's just a recording? Or a brief? No? All right. I'll shut up. Bye. Bye, Spark.
Bye, Spark.